Today we are going to be reading my favorite booktubers' favorite books. I have 2 books picked out that 2 of my favorite booktubers love, and I'm going to be reading them to see if these booktubers that I love have the same book taste. The first booktuber is Destiny Sidwell. She is probably my most watched booktuber, and her videos are so fun to watch. It feels like you're on FaceTime like with your best friend. Love her, love her, love her content. I've read a lot of the books that she likes just because I like her, and so I want to read the books that she's talking about. But I found one that I haven't read yet, and that is Say You Swear. I heard her talk about this book a lot in some of her older videos, and I was like, you know what? Let's read it. This is a huge book. I'm a little scared, but if Destiny says it's good, I'm taking her word for it. I'm taking her word for it. So this is the pick for Miss Destiny Sidwell. The second booktuber that we are going to be reading a book from her favorite list is Miss ReadwithSav. Now, ReadwithSav was originally a book talker when I first started following her, so I've been there since the beginning, okay? Especially recently, she has been talking about the author Catherine Cowles, so I picked up Fragile Sanctuary because this is a series that Sav has talked about. I think she likes some of the books later in the series better than the first one, but I want to get into the Catherine Cowles realm, okay? And what better way to do it than by starting one of her most popular series? Okay, so that's our lineup. This is our pick for Read with Sav, and Say You Swear is our pick for Destiny Sidwell. So let's get into reading. Hey guys, I know this is kind of an awkward angle, but it's just going to be very brief. I started Say You Swear last night. I am literally on chapter 3. I did not get very far, but I wanted to give you guys an update and also talk a little bit about the plot. We are following our female main character named Ariana. Okay, so there's a whole friend group. I'm gonna break it down for you, okay? But you gotta stay with me, okay? So Ariana and her best friend, and then also Ariana and her twin brother and his 2 friends. So there's 5 of them. They're all at this beach house that their parents gifted them for their high school graduation, which was just a couple of months ago. So now it's the end of the summer. They are all at this beach house celebrating the end of summer before they go off to college. Ariana's twin brother and his 2 friends, the boys, are going to be playing on the football team of the college that they're all attending. So they're all going to the same college. This is just kind of their last, hurrah before going to college. I really love the relationship that Ariana has with her twin brother. It's very sweet. He's so protective of her and like a big brother, even though they're twins. The energy is like big brother. It's so sweet. He's so protective. He's so caring. He's so in tune with her. I love to see that sibling relationship in books. I just think it's so precious. Hey everybody, I am on chapter 17 of Say You Swear. And our characters are back in college now. It's a football romance, okay? So I kind of figured we would be going to college, but we are in college now. And we have been introduced to another male main character. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know that this was gonna be like that. Grace, it's not even reading the back of the book. Read the front of the book. Because it says, they say first loves last forever. I hope they're wrong. Someone says a book is good, I'm just gonna read it. I don't even read the back. But this is embarrassing because that's literally on the front of the book. Anywho, I'm loving this new male main character, Noah. He is such a sweetheart. And our original male main character, Chase, Ari's brother's best friend, Chase, who I mentioned that she was at the beach house with, he's making me so angry. The way he is talking to our female main character, unredeemable, actually. I don't think there's anything that he could do in the rest of this book to redeem himself. I'm really hoping that Ari ends up with Noah. It's been a few hours. I've read like over 200 pages. I'm on chapter 42. What just happened? I thought I knew where this book was going. We really took a turn here that I wasn't expecting. When I tell you I gasped, I audibly gasped at the past, I don't know, 5 chapters, maybe more than that. What is happening in this book? This is like a Wattpad book. Like, this is something that you read in your bed, past your bedtime, when you are like preteen, in your bed on Wattpad. That's what this is. I'm loving it. I'm just really confused as to where this plot was going because I thought I understood. Did not understand. I did not. Good morning, everybody. I have been sitting in bed all morning, binging the rest of Say You Swear. I made myself a coffee that I have been slurping down. It's almost completely gone. I finished Say You Swear, and I have a lot to say about this book. I ended up giving this book a 4 stars, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I had such a fun time reading this book. It's gonna sound weird after I make some comments about this book, but let's start with I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, now let's get into the details. I noticed several spelling errors in this book in some sentences that were kind of clunky and could have been worded better. This book was originally indie published. Now it has been printed by Bloom, so maybe the errors aren't in this copy because when I was reading the physical book, I didn't notice any errors. However, I also read some of it on my Kindle. The one on Kindle Unlimited is the indie published version. So I'm not sure if the spelling errors are also in this or if it was just in the indie version. This book reads like a Wattpad story. There are so many like out of pocket things that happen and you're just there for the ride, okay? And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was, and that is basically a published Wattpad story. I'm here for the vibes, okay? I don't really care. If I enjoy the book and I'm having a fun time reading it, it's a good book. I don't mind. I don't mind. So that's my thoughts on Say You Swear. I'm giving it a 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I can see why Destiny likes this book because it's just a fun time. Hey guys, I thought I filmed a little plot overview of this book, and I guess I never did. So I'm 90 pages in. You're really learning a lot as you're going through the book, so I don't want to say too much about the plot, but in the first couple of chapters, you learn that our female main character wants to move back into her childhood home. It is currently unlivable. So her brother is helping to renovate this house, make it livable again. And our female main character, it's like, you know, bantering, getting into little arguments with her brother's friend who is helping to renovate the house. Because he's like super grumpy, like they're arguing, they're bickering, they're just like not seeing eye to eye. And that's the love interest. So you're kind of learning about like what happened to the house, what happened to her family, what's going on in all of those departments. It's so far really interesting. I'm honestly hooked. I feel like there's a lot of sketchy stuff that we haven't quite discovered yet. If you want like a romance with a mystery, I feel like this one's going to be for you. I'll update you later on that, but because that's a bold claim to make when you're not even 100 pages into a book. However, I'm really liking it so far. I wanted to read you this one line because it's so funny. So she's talking about how her hair is like sticking up because of like the humidity. And then she says, bending over, I pulled all of the strands into a chaotic bun, tying it off with a hairband. I had to buy specialty ones because the regular kind simply snapped with the force of my tendrils. Like, that is so hilarious to me. I was reading this as my hair is thrown up in a chaotic, messy bun that I tied off with special cloth hair ties. Wait, let me grab one. This one was sitting on my nightstand. I have to get these ones. These ones are cloth, so they're a lot stretchier and they'll like go back to normal more. Like with normal hair ties, I just stretch them out and then they're just never the same again. These ones hold their shape better. I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious as I was reading it because same girl, same. Like, hey everyone, I am about halfway through Fragile Sanctuary. I'm on chapter 28, which is page 219. And I have a lot to say about this book so far. It's a lot darker than I was expecting, so definitely make sure to look up trigger warnings because it's kind of intense. And I had to put it down last night just because, like, I live alone and I'm a woman, and some of these things are happening to a woman who lives alone. And I was getting a little freaked out. But I don't know what I was expecting. So that's on me. We're learning a lot about our male main character and why he's so grumpy and why he's the way that he is, which is also very intense and dark.
I'm really liking it though. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the mystery because sometimes with romance books, there's not enough plot to keep you entertained. So when you add an element of mystery, it really just keeps the plot going. Okay, that's my update. I'm gonna keep reading.
Update. I finished Fragile Sanctuary. This was so good. I binged the last like 150 pages. I could not put it down, okay? I was a reading machine. This was incredible. I'm like kind of traumatized. It's a lot. It's dark. I'm not really into that vibe, but this was fun, especially like to read it, despite it looking so spring. I would recommend reading this for spooky season. I gave this book a 5 stars, and the epilogues are so hit or miss for me. This epilogue was so sweet. It had me like almost in tears, just how much he loves her and how pure the love is for her. It's just so stinking cute. This epilogue, she knew how to write this epilogue, okay? Because sometimes you read an epilogue and you're like, okay, like we get it. Just say they lived happily ever after, like we get it. This one was really, really cute. I don't know, and I don't really know what makes or breaks an epilogue for me, but whatever the formula is that she used here, this is it. This is it for me. This is how to write an epilogue.
Hey guys, we have officially made it to the end of today's video, and honestly, I think I did pretty well picking out books that my favorite booktubers liked because I ended up really liking these. I gave Say You Swear 4 stars and Fragile Sanctuary 5 stars. So I guess I do have very similar book taste to my favorite booktubers, which I kind of knew before because I have read some of their favorite books. And I'm going to continue reading some of their favorite books because I love those girls. And clearly, we like some of the same books. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know in the comments below if you've read these books, what you think of them, and who your favorite booktubers are. I am going to link both Destiny and Sav in the description so that you can go straight to their channel. Happy reading, everyone. I hope you guys have a great day. Go get yourself a good book and a nice coffee.